all. Welcome to the next installment of the Dave DY Show. A little snip of Fun Friday. Fun Friday, Fun Friday, Fun Friday! This one starts with a humorous story. I jump in the car. I have my son and a friend. Of course, Ubering them to some location for some event, such as the summer. And I turn around and lean back and say, "Hey, you guys, how's it going? Everybody good? How you guys doing?" They'd been mulling around the house, mulling outside. So, idle conversation when we get in the car. And my son says, man, I'm a little sore. I don't feel so great. And I said, yeah? And he says, yeah, he's doing freshman football, summer football in preparation for high school. Sprained my ankle. Even I'm wearing the ankle wrap. I pulled my groin. And I said, geez, man, you've been busy. At least hasn't happened the other way around. Pull your ankle and sprain your groin. He and his friend sat deadpan. They didn't find that humorous. And we continued to drive in the car. And I said, where are you guys going? Where are you hanging out? Who are we seeing? What's going on? The normal grilling of what two adolescents need to be grilled on. And my son's friend said, hey, yeah, we hanging out with the twins? And I said, the twins? And my son's friend said, yeah, Trevor's dating twins. And I said, wow, really? Dating twins, are you? And he said, well, I don't know. Might have to stop that, cut that out. And I said, you think? How's that going for you at 15? Hanging out with the twins? Especially with the prior conversation we just had with the injuries there. And he says, I'm telling you, I don't know if I can keep doing this. My ankle's been nagging and killing me. But I'm fine. And he actually said that. Yeah, you wouldn't have thought the ankle would have been the focal point of that conversation. So, a bit of a surprising discussion there. I shared that with the wife, Tracy. Tracy stated that she'd also had conversation about the twins. Caught her off guard. Dating twins, are you? Fun Friday! At 15, it starts already. I raised that conversation with my brother, and the prior YouTube videos I have raised on my son, smoking, joking. And my brother said, man, he's following my path. And I said, no, we don't want that. We know where you ended up. But my brother and I, Doug, had a chuckle on the similarities in the adolescent path that my son's following. So that was also very enjoyable. On another note, it seems that the current petition at 66,000 signatures on Twitter or whatnot, and again, guys, gals, this is not, justice for ASAP Rocky getting President Trump to bail him out in Sweden or storming the Area 51. Let's find the extraterrestrials. Let's find the UFOs. Let's get those guys, man. Everybody, a million of you. None of that craziness. This one is a bit more home-hitting to me. Not to say I don't like my rap and I don't like my aliens. Come on now. I mean, the ringtone on my phone's, the truth is out there. Yeah. So this one is the modification of one of our deeply ingrained holidays. And it's not just American, per se. And it's not in the last, 200 years, Christmas. right? Where you exchange gifts and you got, old Saint Nick, or, I don't know, Thanksgiving, where we meet and you know what? Hey, we're settlers. Hey, who are you guys? We live here. Well, I don't know for how much longer. You want to eat? Huh? This one goes back centuries. All Hallows Eve, Halloween. It ties to pagan, the Shamrock Festival, I think, from the Celtics in the Isles, the British Isles, right? Where they would end the Harvest Festival November 1st. And they'd celebrate. This ties to, I think, Pope Gregory in the 8th or 9th century. Gregory the 3rd, Gregory the 4th, I don't know, I don't remember. And again, not really Pope Gregory, Charlemagne and a lot of the bigwigs of the past, major players in history, where the 1st of November was celebrated as All Hallows Day, All Saints Day. The reverence and celebration of all those departed souls, right? And of course, like everything else, especially, nowadays, we had to turn that into another party day that was irrelevant to that day. So it was the eve of that. All Hallows Eve, All Hallows Tide, Halloween, right? There's a petition out, and it's almost at 75,000 signatures, which means it goes to the President of the U.S., POTUS, for consideration to move this thing to the first Saturday or the last Saturday of October. The last Saturday of October, instead of October 31st. I think this year Halloween falls on, Thursday, I think. For most of the last 5, 6, 7 years, it's been a weekday. There's been a weekend thrown in there, I think. The incident of children hit by vehicles doubles on Halloween. Doubles. There's 66,000 on average. I think 66,000 incidents every Halloween. Some of them, ending in fatality or whatnot. Half of the children that are out are unaccompanied. They don't carry flashlights. It's turned into something different than that familial, of course, Halloween that we were all particularly related to. Having your parents walk you around, carrying your trick-or-treat bag, going up to your neighbors, trick-or-treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat, right? Look at your costume. It's sort of become modified. I'm sure pieces of that continue to exist, but as the culture, as the times of the country goes, so go our behaviors and our celebrations and our holidays. So there's a petition out to move this thing to the last Saturday, so that instead of jamming this in on a weeknight, all of these potential safety hazards for children, the lack of ability to really celebrate this thing, which I think for the most part as adults, young adults especially, we celebrate it the weekend prior or the weekend after, depending upon where it falls in the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday-ish, Thursday, Friday, the following Saturday, Sunday, which is sort of weird when it follows because you're actually celebrating a Halloween party after Halloween's over. But on one hand, I thought, boy, this is an age-old holiday. It's ripe with tradition. It crosses the Roman Catholic Church, the Christian, the Methodist, beliefs, the pagan Celtic beliefs. It's been semi, global. Europe, the U.S., this is a big deal. And I don't know. Here's the other weird part. I think the majority of young adults, I think it's something like 58%, 58%, state that Halloween's their favorite holiday. Because, of course, you dress up in costumes. You can dress up in risque or humorous or silly or fun, themes. There's usually partying, drinking involved. There's definitely friendships and associations and get-togethers. It's a pretty cool holiday, and it doesn't have all of that pressure, preparation, media, marketing, all those things tied to it. So it makes sense to me that this possibly should move to a more ideal or safer or more acceptable date. But man, I'll be truthful with you. Halloween's my favorite holiday. I love being scared. Oh, I love scary movies. I love the time. I love the feel. I love the vibe. I love, growing up in the Northeast, the cold weather starting, the leaves falling. You could hear the wind blow and the crisp leaves moving on concrete, on roads, on sidewalk. Everything about Halloween I love as a child, as a young adult. I don't know if I want it moved. So it's out there. I found it interesting, and I was intrigued. The movement of Halloween so that it blends into the rest of the holidays. What do you think? I don't think I want to do that. I think we leave it on October 31st. Michael Myers coming home. I don't know, but I'm a bit apprehensive to back this thing, and it sure seems like, the general public, the young partiers, your media experts, everybody with a iPhone or a smartphone, they're pressuring to move this thing. So we'll have to see what happens. Changing Halloween to the... Could you imagine celebrating Halloween this year? I think the last Saturday would be October 26th. What? Happy Halloween, October 26th. October 31, man. Black cats, pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, scary, yeah. So just a consideration out there on Fun Friday. I don't know if I'd want to do this. So those are my thoughts. I wanted to get them out there. I hope you're having a great Friday. I hope you're prepping for the weekend. The UFC's on this weekend. You better watch. Oh, there's a big fight. Big fight. I think it's Max Holloway. Oh my God. Who is it? It's Max Holloway fighting Frankie Edgar. Talk about moving Halloween. This is going to be a wingding, kids. I probably should have done an episode on that. Maybe I'll do it later. Well, Fun Friday. I hope you all have a great one. Enjoy the Dave DY Show. Out!